Hello and welcome to Lesson 13, pages 104 and 105. This is the song titled Blue Skies and Gray Skies in our Level 1 book. And students, right now I'm on page 103 if you want to join me there on the left side of my screen. And I'm here because this is the very first song where we are introducing finger numbers in the Meiring Cole book. So what are finger numbers? Well, finger numbers are written on our staff music and they tell us which finger to play which note with in the song. So we're going to follow those rules to play the piece. So this is the first time we're seeing this in our book, and today we're actually going to put all 10 of our fingers on the piano. We won't be using all 10 today, but they're all going to be up there for our new hand position. So let's talk about our finger numbers. So it shows us in our Meiring Cole books that our thumbs are finger number 1, and then we have finger number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The important thing to remember is it starts at your thumb is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in our right hand, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes it's easy to get confused. If you're right-handed, you might think, oh, from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you might do the same thing over here. But remember, this is finger 5, not finger 1. We don't go left to right. It starts at our thumb, and then we count 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of hard to hold that finger out on its own. And 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are all 5 of our fingers. Now, if a 1 is written under a note in the bass clef, well, then I'll know to use my finger number 1 in my left hand, right? Or if a 2 is written in the treble clef, I'll know to use finger number 2 in my right hand. So that is how our finger numbers work, and we're going to review them in the staff. And we've also got some new notes and or symbols to look at today as well. Okay, so here's the first page of Blue Skies and Gray Skies on page 104. So let's hop in first to the notes we're going to need in this song. We're really just reviewing the notes C, D, E, F, and G, and you're also going to use E flat in this song. But let's focus on our symbols and hand position. Whoops, just need to pull up my pen here. Here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, got our pen. And now let's talk about the first line of our song. And this is going to help us with our hand position. So here is our first finger number written right here. This number 1. And it's under the note C, which is in our bass clef. Wow, lots of information to take in, but we're going to get there. Bass clef means left hand. So we're going to take our left hand, and we're going to put our thumb, finger number 1, on C. Now notice what I did with the rest of my hand. Every other finger is just on a white key next to C. This is called a 5-finger pattern where we place 5 fingers on our piano, just like this, okay? So the left hand is set up. We're on C. Remember, C, first white key under our group of 2 black keys. I'm on middle C. Very good. Now that we've looked at the left hand, let's take a look at the right hand. Here is a 2 above E. And this is our treble clef. Remember, it means right hand. Not the best R there. Let me try that again. There we go. I have a 2 above E. So I can take my right hand. I would leave your left hand on the piano. I'm just going to have to leave to draw. And we have finger number 2. So 1, 2, it says, is on E. So here's my C, D, E. So if my finger 2 is on E, it means my finger 1 or my thumb is on D. My finger 3 is on F, my finger 4 is on G, and my finger 5 is on A. So if we have both hands on our piano, an easy way to say this, you guys, might just be one thumb on C and then the other thumb on D. And then you just place your fingers on each of the keys next to them. Now the only notes we're going to be using in this song, you guys, is C, D, E, F, and G. And we'll also use E flat. So the same finger that you play E with, you're also going to play E flat E flat with, excuse me. So now that we've got our hands set up, let's do a little exercise to get our fingers used to being in this hand position, okay? And we're just gonna play the notes that we are in this song today, but if you want to at home use all of your fingers for this exercise, you can certainly do it. We're gonna say the note out loud that we're playing 5 times in a row and play it, okay? And remember, if you're having any trouble with how to place your hands on the piano in this hand position, there is another video attached in this course that tells us how to put our hands on the piano, so please watch that. Okay, so we're going to start with C in the left hand, and we're going to play 5 C's, and we're going to say it out loud so we remember which finger is covering which note. Here we go, 5 C's. Here we go. C, 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 C. Great work. And now let's do the same thing with D. Here we go. D, 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 D. And now to E. Here we go. E, 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 E. And now for F, here we go. F, 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 F. And now for G, here we go. G, 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 G. Excellent work. And now let's go back and actually do E flat with finger 2 in our right hand. Here we go. E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat. Let's do one more. E flat. Excellent work. So now we have played all of the notes we're going to need in Blue Skies and Gray Skies and with the correct fingers, which is perfect. Now there's a couple more things I want to review quickly before we hop into our song. Remember, we got the grand staff, which means we've got our treble clef and bass clef. This song is in 3/4 time, 3 beats per measure. Remember, it's the top number, the bottom number. It means 4 means a quarter note. There needs to be at least 3 quarter notes in every measure. But let's hop over to the second page of our song because there's a new symbol I want to talk about. And it's the ritardando. This is an Italian word that means to gradually play slower until the end of the song. So this is the first time we're seeing it. What this does, students, it kind of adds a little bit of a dramatic effect to the end of the song. But what it really does also is personalizes the music and makes it unique to you. Because how I might slow down each of these notes at the end might not be the way that you would or any of your other classmates would. So this is a great chance for teachers to hear a little bit of uniqueness in the song and the way that you slow it down. Now, when you play it with a group, you'll follow your teacher and everybody will slow down together. But when you're doing your solo practice, it's a nice little way to have something unique to slow down these last 3 notes, play them gradually slower, so kind of out of time to get to the end of the song. And I'll show you just what that means when we get to the last line today. We also have our fermata, remember, holding our last note longer than its duration or length. And we're going to hold it until the sound completely goes away. Okay, so we've made it to the first line of our song. And let's look at our notes. We have finger 1 on C and then 2 on E, G. Well, I want you to notice in the first 2 measures, that's just going up and down. C, E, G, then G, E, C. It's kind of in reverse order. What's nice is it does that in the second line too. So after we learn these 2 measures, we've already learned 4 measures of the song. So why don't we go through this whole line, and I want you guys to say the finger number that's playing the note that is here, okay? So we'll start with just the first 2 measures. We have 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1 for these first 4. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to do just like this. 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1. Another way to practice might be to say the notes C, E, G, G, E, C. There's lots of ways you can do it, but we're going to do the finger numbers today. Let's do it together. Here we go. play 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1. Okay, and I know we're not doing an exact count in here, but we don't really need to be playing in time just yet. We're just getting used to those finger numbers. So measures 3 and 4, we have D, E, F. We're going to play 1, 2, 3 in the right hand, and then a 2 on E in measure 4, and then we'll play 1. So that's 1 in the left hand, C. Okay? All right, so let's do measures 3 and 4. Here we go. Play 1, 2, 3. Now measure 4, 2, 4, 2, and then a 1. Very nice. So all together, let's try playing this at a steady beat. I'll count in 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And we're going to say the finger numbers out loud. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Play 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1. Excellent work. Now taking a look at line number 2, it's actually the same exact thing as line 1, except for right here in measure 7, instead of doing 1, 2, 3 or D, E, F, we do 3, 2, 1, F, E, D. So let's try line number 2, saying the finger numbers out loud. It's just like practicing line 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Line 2. Play. Play. C. E. Sorry, 2. 4. I was saying the notes. 4, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, measure 8, 1, hold for 2, 3, and off. Very nice. Okay, we're over to the gray skies part of our song. This was the blue skies. Here's the gray skies. So the gray skies is using E flat. So all your E's become E flat. And the reason for this, just a fun little extra tip, when we're playing blue skies, we're playing something called a major sound, which is usually associated with being happy. And in the gray skies, we're playing a minor sound. And that's usually associated with a sad feeling. So that's why they're saying blue skies and gray skies. So we have nice sunny skies and then rainy skies. So our E flats kind of make that gray sky sound. So we end up with D, 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 and then E flat for 2, C. And it just holds that twice, or excuse me, does that twice in this third line. Okay, but here's the big difference, you guys. We're still going to use finger 2 in our right hand to play E flat. So we're going to play D, 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 E flat for 2, and then a C. So let's do the same thing for this measure. We're going, this line number 3, we're going to do 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Let's say those finger numbers out loud together. 1, 2, go, play 1, 1, 1, 2 for 2, and then we'll do 1, measure 11, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Excellent work. And now let's try that at a steady beat. 1, 2, go, play 1, 1, 1, 2 for 2, 1. Measure 11. 1, 1, 1, 2 for 2, 1. Excellent work. And now we are on the last line of the song in our second line of Gray Skies. And look, this is actually the same pattern you played in the second line over here, but instead of E, we use E flat, C, E flat, G, G, E flat, C. So now instead of, we're going to play C, E flat, G, G, E flat, C, and then we play F, E flat, D, C, and hold it to the end. But don't forget about our new term, the ritardando, and that is going to mean that we gradually play slower to the end. So let me give you an example of that right now. I'm going to play the last line. I want you to hear me slow down that F, E flat, D in measure 15. Here, I'll say 1, 2, 3. Here I go. And then I'm holding till the sound goes away. So it adds a little bit of drama to the end of the song, some emotion. That's what we have these symbols for. So they're very, very helpful to the music. If you have trouble doing that at first, like if you're still just working on the notes of the song and the rhythms, ignore the ritardando for now. Okay, and we call that a retard for short as well. You might hear me or other teachers say that. So ignore it for now if you're having trouble, and then bring that in. You'll want to add these kind of things after you've mastered the basic elements of the song. You don't want to try it the first time if it really is making you get frustrated and have too much trouble. Just pretend it's not there for now and then come back to it, okay? All right, the last line, let's try it by saying the finger numbers out loud at a steady beat, and then we'll try the whole song. 1, 2, 3, here we go. 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and 1. And we're going to hold that until the sound goes away, or just right there is fine. All right, now we're going to go back to the beginning of the song. Remember, if you want to say the finger numbers out loud or the notes out loud, it's a great way to practice remembering your notes on the staff. I'm going to say the finger numbers out loud for this song just because they're brand new. We'll make sure that we're playing the same fingers. I know it might be tricky at first, students, but go very, very slowly. You will get this in time, I promise. Okay, here we go from the beginning. Blue skies. Remember, E instead of E flat. 1, 2, 3, here we go. 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Now our gray skies E flat, D, or 1, 1, 2 for 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 for 2. 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1. Congratulations on completing Blue Skies and Gray Skies. Lots of new stuff in this song. Don't worry, it will get easier the more we do it. This is the first try. I will see you on the next song.